Well, let's go to Tehran and speak to Abas Aslani. Abbas, first of all, the news conference has just happened there with the spokesman for the Ministry for Foreign Affairs. What did you make of it? It wasn't very strong on detail.
Well, I think the foreign minister spokesman, he tried to talk about some issues. One of the questions which has been asked from different officials in here is that what will be the quality of that response against the assassination? On the other hand, as we are approaching within days that Iran is going to take fifth step in reducing nuclear commitments, the question was that will that assassination have any impact on that decision or not? Tonight, there's going to be an important meeting between officials in Tehran, and they are going to make the final decision in this regard, that how intense, how severe or how serious that decision needs to be taken and implemented in terms of reducing the nuclear commitments. Afterwards of the American president's remarks on attacking Iran by 52 sites, that's also been issued. This clearly indicates that within less than 2 days, that American president said that the assassination was supposed to stop a war and act as a deterrence. It seems that he is making new threats, and it indicates that that deterrence didn't work, and it was in fact a declaration of war rather than deterrence. So an Iranian, I heard one of military officials and commanders said that if American president is talking about that 52 sites to be attacked, maybe that he is mistaking. If that thing happens, that number of 5 and 2 will be different, and we will see that who those numbers belong to, meaning that Iran might be attacking the American assets and sites in the region, and that number of 5 and 2 might be belonging to Americans and not the Iranians.
We can see by the number of people who are out in the streets earlier in Avaz and now in Mashhad about the popularity of Qasem Soleimani. How difficult do you think the succession is going to be in terms of his replacement and the responsibilities that replacement will have for continuing Iran's international operations? If the Americans are trying to curtail Iran's involvement in various countries across the Middle East, if that was their reason for killing Qasem Soleimani, is it going to work?
Well, the popularity of Qasem Soleimani might make it a bit more difficult for his successor, because even we are expecting that millions to attend in his funeral in Tehran. But as we have been hearing, that the replacement and the appointment happened in less than 12 hours by the leader in the country. So, and we have been hearing that the new commander, Ismail Qaani, he has been the deputy for Qasem Soleimani for many years, and they have been very familiar. And Qasem Soleimani believed in him that he can be a good commander. As I have heard, he is a very serious and very disciplined guy, and he is familiar with all of the cases which have been happening in relation with the Quds Force. So I think he is not going to be having any problems, because he is quite familiar with all the issues which have been happening for many years.
Abbas, really appreciate it. As always, Abas Aslani speaking to us from Tehran.